essential that we find ways to manage vision loss in the meantime. So at the Foundation Fighting Blindness, we support that as much as possible. So thanks very much, Dr. Jurasik, for being such an incredible force in the world of low vision technology. I suppose I should introduce myself. My name is Chad Andrews. I'm the Manager of Research and Education at the Foundation Fighting Blindness. One of the great joys of my position is being involved in an initiative that we call the National Young Leaders Program. Now, I could go on and on about the National Young Leaders Program. I'm very enthusiastic about it, but I'm not going to do that because, as I said already, we're at the tail end of our programming here. One thing I will say, however, is that one of the great things about the program is that it's actually conceptualized and driven by the participants who play such a crucial role in it. So what I'm actually going to do is invite a couple of individuals who belong to the program to speak for a few moments about it. In fact, they were the co-chairs for the National Young Leaders Program in 2018. So I'm going to invite Shiny Saravanamuthu and Jack McCormick to say a few words over at the podium here. Would you be more comfortable with this or with the podium mic?
I can use this.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Good afternoon. My name is Shiny Saravanamuthu, and I have retinitis pigmentosa, and I'm from Montreal, Canada. So my first year with the Foundation Fighting Blindness was actually in 2015 when Mary reached out to me and asked me how I would feel about being in a program where I would be around other young adults who suffer from different visual impairments. And I agreed, and that was the first time I was ever in a room with other young adults with visual impairments. And I remember that day being a little overwhelmed, but at the end of the weekend I was quite inspired by knowing that other people who had other visual impairments, whose vision was a lot worse than mine, were doing perfectly fine, which gave me the confidence that I'll be fine also. And so the next year, Jack and I were still a part of the program, but last year we got to put together the program, and we had a great chance to meet so many people from across Canada. And I remember the first time that we came here, it was mostly only people from Ontario and myself from Quebec. And then the second year we had a few people from out west, but then last year was probably one of our biggest turnout, to the point where we didn't even have enough room for everyone. And I would have to say it was thanks to the RBC Foundation Future Launch Program that was able to pay for all of us who were traveling in from out of Toronto to make sure that we were able to be a part of such an amazing program and not have the financial aspect of it. Therefore, we didn't have to worry about the fact that we wouldn't be able to afford to travel here and miss out on such a great opportunity. And over the years, that we've all become such great friends, and it's thanks to the Foundation Fighting Blindness, who has always given us the platform to share our story and meet one another and meet other people who have given us the skill set and the resources to move forward with our life and our career. I'm going to pass the mic along to Jack, who's going to be able to talk some more and introduce two new people.
Hi, everyone. So about 3 years ago, I got involved with the Foundation Fighting Blindness through volunteering, and Mary reached out to me and said, Jack, I think there's a need for people of your age to get to know others who have vision loss and form this sense of community. And I was like, absolutely. There's such an opportunity for people like me to get to know each other and learn from each other and be able to form a network to further each other's careers. And that's sort of when the Foundation Fighting Blindness Young Leaders Summit was born. And it's really an opportunity for people who share similar challenges and experience similar barriers on a daily basis to come together and learn about how other people have dealt with them and find opportunities to really excel in careers. We bring in people who are professionals who are blind or partially sighted to share their experiences years down into their career, and have professionals share about resume tips and things like that, so that people who attend the Young Leader Summit are able to come back and really excel in their careers going forward. So if you are a young person with vision loss or know someone who is, I highly recommend it. And it's going to be bigger and better than the past years because we're passing it off. Shiny and I had the privilege of co-chairing it this past year, but we're passing it off to two amazing individuals who have some fantastic ideas to make the summit even better. And that is my friends Patrick and Sam, who I'd like to introduce to you now to say a few words.
Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing? Oh, that was lame. Come on. What is this? See? How are you guys doing? It was all right. It was a bit better. So I'm Samantha. I have achromatopsia. I do not know if anyone else here has it. I feel like nobody has it. I met actually the first person with my condition last, or I guess this year, at the Young Leaders Summit in March. So that was pretty amazing. They definitely do a lot of really cool things. It was super awesome to get involved. I kind of grew up with a bit of a network. I was diagnosed very young, so I feel like I had the privilege of not only being diagnosed young, but being in the GTA, I had access to a lot of great resources. And not everyone has that, and I think FFB and Young Leaders definitely does an amazing job of bringing those resources to people who are far away, like my awesome co-chair over here, Patrick, who's going to tell you a little bit about his story and how he got involved, and yeah.
Well, thank you, Sam. My name is Patrick Loge. They've got my notes for me on the teleprompter here, but I just can't read them, but we'll be okay. So I came all the way from New Brunswick. The Young Leaders Summit was my first involvement. Thank you. Young Leaders Summit was actually my first time being involved with the Foundation Fighting Blindness. I was encouraged to come and attend by the Career Services Office at my university, and I'm really glad I did. It was actually one of my first experiences being in a room with other young people who are blind or partially sighted, and the summit really worked to allow us to kind of share in some of the challenges that we face in entering the workforce, to talk about strategies, seeing such a group of driven people and being able to celebrate each other's accomplishments. I know I've been lucky to have had a good education, but in March I was just about to graduate and didn't quite have a job yet. So through the summit I was put in touch with some people that are active within the FFB who work in my field. I reached out to them. They offered me some really good mentorship. And I'm happy to say that I've gotten a job as an articling student now, so I'm really excited about that. Yeah, we're looking forward, Sam and I, to working with Jack and Shiny to co-chair the summit. And for a little bit more about the summit next year, I'll pass it back to Sam.
So we have some really amazing stuff. Obviously, we're always, career-oriented, but I think there are going to be a few more people this year, and I can't even tell you guys all the ideas, but we have a lot of really cool stuff that's coming up, and I don't know, we've already been talking all day about some of the cool things. Because Jack said with, I believe it was Mary, there's definitely a need for it, and I think we're just really excited to expand, stuff from maybe needs to wants. What other things are we needing, to open a dialogue on, that kind of stuff too. So really exciting. If you guys know anyone that should come out or that you think would be interested, please let them know. We are always welcoming new friends. So thank you so much.
So those are our current and future co-chairs for the National Young Leaders Program. I'd just like to say thanks to you all so much for being a part of this initiative. I've only been recently involved in it, but it gives me so much hope, not just for the future of the vision loss community, but for the future in general. I know that's a bit of a cliche, but honestly, I mean, these people are so incredibly impressive. When I was a member of this age category, I think I was working on things like perfecting the keg stand. And these are people who are working on building a community and a movement and careers that are actually contributing to society in some way. So I'm just so incredibly humbled to be a part of this and so incredibly happy to work with you all. So thank you so much. So just to say a few final words, I'm going to invite our wonderful president and CEO, Sharon Cole, back up to the microphone to close things out.
This has been a fantastic day, and like Chad, Dr. Chad Andrews, we are in such capable hands with our young leaders, and the foundation is in such capable hands, so I want to thank them very, very much. I'm going to do a draw for all who have stayed here. It's for a universal charger. It's been donated by Orcam. I want somebody nearby to just do a quick draw, and the first person who puts up their hand and says, "It's me," gets the charger. Because we don't have time to waste, right? We're tired. You're tired. Okay, so Frances Smuckler. There she is. No, is that Frances? No, you're such a tease. Okay. It's a friend. Is Frances Smuckler here? I don't think she is.
Right here.
Oh, okay. Oh, gee. Okay. You guys are terrible.
Should we do it again?
Yeah, we'll do it again. If I don't recognize you, you're in trouble. Okay.
Oh. What are these things?
Yeah.
Okay, there's one.
Okay. Phyllis McCurdy.
Oh, in the back, right?
No,
Or-
that's
okay.
my friend.
What is going on?
A few people have left. Rashid Abdul.
Oh, he's here in the back.
Rashid is a volunteer.
No, he's
No?
the dad.
Oh, the dad.
Yeah.
Come on up.
Oh,
We'll get it to you. There you go.
Okay, I'll bring it to you.
Now, I just wanted to mention, if you would like to make a donation, the donor cards are on your table. Don't be shy. Jamie is with me here, and she's going to pick them up. If you would like any help filling out the donation cards, just put up your hand like this, and somebody with a green t-shirt will come and help you. There's somebody over there that would like some help filling out the cards. Okay. So I also wanted to, Jamie earlier today talked about monthly giving, but what perhaps some of you didn't hear is that there are these incredible designer sunglasses that you're going to get free for signing up for monthly giving. So if you would like to sign up for monthly giving, just put your hand up now and we'll get one of the people in green to come help you. There's a lady down at the table here who would like to become a monthly giver. So I am often asked, what has been the best part of my career? Because as many of you know, I am retiring. But I have to tell you that knowing you has been the absolute best part of my career. It's your stories of hope and resilience that inspire myself and all of the staff at the foundation. RP and inherited retinal diseases have burnished us all, and they've turned us into different people. They've made us more determined than ever. I got an email this week from one of our participants, and he said, I can't wait to see everybody in the family. And that made me reflect on our lives together and how they've been transformed, sometimes in really quite beautiful ways. And so this particular person, Stuart, I followed his education, when he got his diagnosis, his career, and he's now a PhD fellow at University of Toronto. I met his wife, his new wife, Annie, and I got to hold their little girl, Grace. And that is what the Foundation Fighting Blindness is all about. the courage and the determination of people to live a full life that they deserved, while also contributing to the betterment of humankind by donating to research. And so it's you, the people in this room today, who are among the most hopeful and committed people that I've ever met. And we've reached this place in time because of your hope and commitment. I want to thank you for the great privilege you have given me in leading the foundation. And together we built our community, and we turned a small charity into a great force in Canada. Thank you very much. And we'll see you again next year. Bye-bye. No, nobody ever, it's a joke that we have. Nobody ever leaves the foundation fighting blindness. So I'll always be around the foundation. Thank you and have a great day.